Hello, Positive Minds. Welcome, everyone, to our channel, Positive Mind, your daily haven for inspiration, motivation, and personal transformation. I'm Celio, the enthusiastic host here to guide you on an incredible journey toward the power of positive thinking. Today, brace yourselves for an intense dose of positive energy that will boost your day and elevate your perspective. At Positive Mind, we believe that every thought is a seed of possibility, and this is where we plant the seeds of change, growth, and achievement. Are you ready to cultivate a more positive mindset and transform your lives? Well then, let's dive in. Before we embark on this journey, I want to invite each one of you to become an active part of our Positive Mind community. Subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any motivational content that we're crafting with love for you. And, of course, don't forget to hit that powerful like button because, together, we can spread positive vibes far and wide. Let's build this incredible community, united in the pursuit of positivity. Sign up for the channel, hit the notification bell, and drop a like to help us reach more people. Together, we are unstoppable. Let's do this, Positive Mind, on a journey to the extraordinary. Stay positive, always. Now let's go to the video. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Odara who lived in a peaceful, small village near the Himalayas. Odara was known in the village for being someone who quickly got irritated and had a very restless mind. His head was always filled with thoughts, and one could say that this storm had made his mind completely uneasy. Calm disappeared from his life, and he was always immersed in his thoughts, leading a stressful life because of his agitated mind and anger. Odara didn't get along well with his family and the villagers, making him feel even more lonely and humiliated. As a result, he became even more mentally stressed. One day, while walking through the village streets, Odara came across a Buddhist monk meditating in the shade of a tree. An air of pure tranquility illuminated the serene face of the Buddhist monk. This infinite peace attracted Odara, and as he approached the monk, he felt a positive energy around him. He realized that the source of this immense peace and energy was somewhere within the Buddhist monk. Therefore, he decided to sit there, waiting for the monk to open his eyes. After some time, when the eyes of the Buddhist monk opened, he found a tense and emotionally charged young man in front of him, eagerly looking at the monk. Odara politely spoke, "Master, my mind is a mess, and thoughts are dominating me. I can't find peace even for a moment. Can you teach me how to calm this confusion in my head?" Understanding Odara's suffering, the Buddhist monk looked at him with compassion and said, "My dear, I want to share a story with you. The secrets of mental peace and happiness are in this story. Would you like to hear it?" Odara agreed, showing himself ready to listen to the story with total attention, his curiosity at its peak. Long ago, there was a man named RJ in a city. RJ was an extremely ambitious person, constantly seeking approval from others in every action. Any news of failure or wrongdoing by someone plunged him into deep anxiety and stress. He believed that success and material wealth would be the key to the desired happiness. However, the more he pursued success and praise, the more he sank into mental stress. Suddenly, Raj encountered a renowned Buddhist monk of the time named Kadeva, who taught meditation to his disciples. He was a deeply meditative and enlightened person. Fascinated by Kadeva's remarkable concentration, RJ eagerly sought to discover from him the path to calm his restless mind. RJ shared that despite relentlessly chasing success and always wanting more, he experienced only temporary satisfaction and a sense of emptiness. He asked, "How can I find peace in the midst of this constant turmoil?" The Buddhist monk looked at him with compassion and replied, "Your mind is like a turbulent river, always flowing and running. It can never stay still. To calm this restless mind, you need to learn the art of letting your thoughts pass without any hindrance." RJ was surprised and asked, "How can I let go of my thoughts, including my desires and ambitions?" The Buddhist monk smiled upon hearing this and used the metaphor of holding a glass of water, explaining that the longer you hold it, the heavier it becomes. If you hold onto something for too long, your hand will start to hurt. But if you let go and let the burden pass, it disappears. Odara listened attentively to the story and its lesson. He realized that holding tightly to his thoughts and desires only made him heavier inside. Now, curious to know how the story would end, Odara continued to listen. The Buddhist monk continued the tale, revealing that RJ learned to release his thoughts by observing them without judgment. By letting his thoughts arise and disappear on their own, RJ realized that his desires and feelings were responsible for all his suffering. As RJ delved into meditation, he discovered that living in the present moment was the only way to find inner peace. He achieved this through self-awareness, focusing on who he truly was. By concentrating on the present, he silenced the constant turmoil of his mind. Over time, RJ sought self-discovery, and his mind became like a serene lake that reflected the world around him. He began to appreciate happiness and the simplicity of life, leaving behind his exaggerated attachment to material things. As news of RJ's transformation spread, the story unfolded the ability to find inner peace through detachment and awareness of the present moment. From distant places, people began seeking him out for guidance and learning the art of self-discovery, to release their thoughts and find inner peace. He became a source of tranquility and wisdom for everyone. After concluding the story, the monk spoke to Odara, saying, "Young man, the main problem people face is that they don't know how to deal with their thoughts. This leads to an unhappy and stressed life, with an extremely restless and worried mind. They make decisions against their will, and this will only change when they discover who they truly are through self-knowledge. Many people are in the wrong place with the wrong people around them, but they are unaware of it. If this continues, their life will never change. What you need is self-awareness and true self-discovery to live a full and happy life. Only then will you know with 100% certainty what the best options are for you. You need to understand your purposes, values, evaluate your relationships and behaviors. This way, you can calm your mind, gain focus, achievements, happiness, prosperity, and purpose in your life," concluded the monk. If you want to learn how to calm your restless and worried mind through self-discovery, to have a life with more focus, achievements, happiness, prosperity, and purpose, click on the link in the first pinned comment to explore our self-discovery manual. The Buddhist monk remained silent for a moment, allowing the meaning of these words to sink into Odara. Odara looked at the monk, and a new understanding shone in his eyes with gentleness. Odara asked how he could apply this wisdom to his life, how he could calm his restless mind. The Buddhist monk answered Odara's question with a warm smile, explaining that the practice of calming the restless mind begins with self-awareness and self-knowledge. He suggested dedicating time every day to observe the thoughts that arise, paying attention to the feelings that emerge and watching how they disappear like passing clouds in the sky. He closed his eyes and began observing his thoughts, following the guidance of the Buddhist monk. By paying attention to the thoughts that arose, Odara perceived a constant flow of anxiety and desires within him. Not just noticing, but simply observing without attaching to any thought brought a wonderful sense of peace to him. He also realized that he was separate from all thoughts and feelings. The Buddhist monk continued explaining that, just like Raj detached from all attachments, it's essential to develop a practice of freeing the mind from disturbing thoughts and feelings. The suggestion was to accept the idea as it arises without prior judgment and gradually let it pass, redirecting attention to the present moment. However, Odara interrupted to ask what if the thoughts and feelings were so strong that they persisted and refused to leave the mind. The monk agreed with Odara's words, stating that there would be many occasions when a whirlwind of questions would pass through the mind, and the mind simply wouldn't listen. It's in these moments that one must trust in the power of their breath. Again, the monk instructed Odara to close his eyes and feel his abdomen rising and falling to focus on his breath. He explained that whenever the mind becomes disturbed, it's crucial to immediately return to the breath. The rhythmic movement of breath would bring Odara back to the present, providing an immediate sense of peace. Odara tried to focus on his breath as per the instructions of the Buddhist monk. This simple exercise brought a sense of inner peace to him. He realized that breath was always present, serving as a reminder of the current moment, bringing comfort and tranquility. Seeing Odara's progress, the Buddhist monk smiled gently and commented, "A restless mind, my dear, is a practice that requires continuous effort and strong will. Just as muscles become stronger with regular exercises, constant practice also calms the mind." Odara agreed, expressing his gratitude to the Buddhist monk. He made a promise that from that day on, he would strive to calm his turbulent mind, unleash his true power, and embark on the journey of self-discovery and inner peace. The Buddhist monk placed his hand on Odara's shoulder and said, "I have great confidence in your ability, and soon you will discover your inner peace. However, remember, it won't be an easy journey. But if you persist with determination and an open heart, you will surely find the peace within you." From that day, Odara began his efforts to calm his restless mind, setting aside daily time for meditation. He allowed the thoughts arising in his mind to dissipate freely, focusing on the present through his breath. As time passed, Odara started experiencing a growing sense of inner peace. As this transformation unfolded, Odara became known as a source of wisdom and tranquility in the village. Residents sought him out for comfort and to calm their disturbed minds. The teachings of the Buddhist monk on the power of self-knowledge were disseminated. As he assisted others, he shared lessons on finding inner peace, teaching the art of paying attention to breath and releasing thoughts. These teachings were absorbed by the locals, providing them with invaluable peace of mind. Through the guidance of the Buddhist monk and the practice guided by Odara, the ability to let go of thoughts and live in the present spread widely. This transformation positively impacted the lives of many people, and over time, the pacifying influence surpassed the limits of the village. The story of Odara's transformation reached neighboring villages and cities, attracting people seeking advice. Odara became a beacon of hope for those burdened by the weight of their minds. His teachings weren't limited to meditation and lectures. He emphasized performing daily tasks with awareness. He reminded people to be conscious of their feelings, pay attention to what they said throughout the day, and how they reacted to their surroundings. Odara encouraged them to perform all activities with full awareness. When eating, he suggested savoring every bite. When basking in the sunlight, he invited them to feel its warmth. He encouraged listening attentively and understanding what people were saying. These small practices brought surprising results in people's lives. Through Odara's teachings, people understood that the joy of life lies in living in the present. If you connected with the inspiring messages in this video, if you felt compelled to make a positive change in your life, then now is the time to get more involved. Don't forget to subscribe to the Positive Mind channel to regularly receive this continuous source of positivity in your life. Click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to stay informed about all the latest updates, and don't miss a thing. And, of course, leave your like if you believe in the power of positive thinking. Share this video with friends and family to spread the positive waves. Together, we're building an incredible and powerful community. Let's strengthen this connection even more. Subscribe, turn on notifications, leave your like, and, more than ever, remember, be positive, always. Until the next dive into Positive Mind.